This video is recorded on location at Mood Comics and Games. Hello and welcome to Game 2 between Connor playing White Weenie and Will playing Esper. Connor puts down a plains followed by a soldier of the Pantheon. Will plays a Temple of Deceit and keeps it on top. Connor puts down a plains and attacks for 2. Will plays a Temple of Enlightenment and keeps it on top. Connor puts down a land and casts a Path to Bravery. He then attacks for 3. Will plays a Temple of Silence and keeps it on top. Connor puts down a plains and attacks for 3. Will puts down a Godless Shrine. Connor puts down a land and attacks for 3. At the beginning of the end step, Will casts an Away. Will puts down a plains. Connor casts a Soldier of the Pantheon. At the beginning of the end step, Will casts a Sphinx Revelation for 2. He puts down a Mutavault and casts a Supreme Verdict, gaining Connor a life. Connor puts down a Fiend Slayer Paladin. Will plays a Ratchet Bomb followed by a Hallowed Fountain. Connor puts down a plains and attacks for 3. At the beginning of the end step, Will puts a counter on Ratchet Bomb. He plays a Temple of Silence and puts it at the bottom. Connor attacks for 3. Will puts a counter on Ratchet Bomb. Will puts on the Temple of Enlightenment and puts it at the bottom. Connor plays a Judge's Familiar and attacks for 3. Will cracks the Ratchet Bomb, killing a Path to Bravery and the Fiend Slayer Paladin. Connor attacks for 1. He then plays a Precinct Captain. Will casts Supreme Verdict. He then activates Mutavault and attacks for 2. Connor puts on an Archangel of Thune, which is met with a Dissolve. Will puts it at the bottom. He activates Mutavault and attacks for 2. In response, Connor casts Celestial Flare. Will plays a Temple of Enlightenment and puts it at the bottom. Connor plays a Judge's Familiar. Will plays a Detention Sphere naming Judge's Familiar. Connor then plays a Revoke Existence. Will plays a second Detention Sphere, which is met with the Revoke Existence. Will plays an island followed by a Doomblade. Connor casts a Brave the Elements naming Black, which is met with a Syncopate for 5. Connor plays an Eidolon of the Countless Battles. He then bestows a second one onto the first one. Will plays a Blood Baron of Escopa. Connor passes. Will plays a Jace Architect of Thought and uses his -2 ability. He reveals 3 lands and Connor separates the plains. Will takes the Mutavault and the Temple. He then attacks for 4. He then plays a Mutavault. Connor just passes. Will attacks for 4. He minuses Jace, revealing a Jace, a Detention Sphere, and a Last Breath. Connor separates the Jace and Will puts it at the bottom. Will plays a Detention Sphere on the Eidolon of Countless Battles. He then plays a Temple of Deceit and keeps it on top. Connor plays an Archangel of Thune, which is met with a Syncopate. Will activates Mutavault and attacks for 6. He then plays a Hallowed Fountain. Connor plays an Archangel of Thune. Will puts on a Detention Sphere and then activates a Mutavault, attacking for 6. He then puts on a Temple of Enlightenment and puts it at the bottom. Connor doesn't see a way out, so he scoops him up, making Will our King of the Hill. Remember to like and subscribe for more Friday Night Magics coming your way.